Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Since creation, we have been challenged to maintain a faith in God in everything we do. Hebrews chapter 11 is what we often refer to as the Heroes of Faith chapter. This chapter works through history beginning with verse 3. We understand or have faith that the Lord framed the world simply by speaking the world into existence. The writer of Hebrews continues in verses 4 through 7 by referring to the faith of Abel, Enoch, and Noah. These three men had faith and let their faith direct their relationship with God. Each of these men had faith that led their actions to put them into faith's hall of fame. Abel's faith led him to always give God the first of his harvest. Enoch's faith allowed him to not have to taste the sting of death. Noah demonstrates his faith by building an ark after being warned of things that he had never seen before. But yet, Noah builds the ark, showing that God will direct his steps by faith. In the end, these three men realized what Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 said, without faith it is impossible to please God. Life can and will throw us curveballs. Sometimes these curveballs will cause us to question our faith. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 gives us a good definition of faith and how we can make sure we are applying our faith in God to our everyday lives. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Our faith in God will give us the strength at our weakest point in our lives. At the times that we feel like we cannot take another step, that is when our faith picks up and helps us carry us through. During the times that life is good and everything is going our way, this is the time that we need to be concentrating and focusing on building our faith to help sustain us through the times that are not as easy to get through. Faith is also the evidence of things not seen. As Hebrews begins in verse 3, we believe that God framed the world through faith. By stepping outside and looking around us, nature will give an everlasting testament of who God is and how powerful He is. The recent week has been extremely difficult for a lot in our congregation. We have known two young men who have lost their lives. We have had several of our congregation be hospitalized for all kinds of reasons, and we will continue to have several of our number that go through different surgeries. It is times like these that we reach down into the depths of our faith and rely on God to help us through.